When was the last time you saw a butterfly? When I was a kid, I loved drawing them. They felt special, full of color, delicate. Maybe I liked them because I also wanted to feel like that. And there it is, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. My favorite building in the world. Every time I see it, I feel a small sense of order. Something is still standing. Something has not moved. My life lately, it feels different. My past is coming back asking to be understood. At the same time, I feel the future pressing harder. I feel the time running. So staying in the present is not automatic. It requires intention. Inside the temple, the rhythm changes. I wash my hands. The water is cold, immediate. For a few seconds, my mind is quiet, because sensation is stronger than memory, stronger than anticipation. Nothing is solved, but nothing is missing either. I walk out wishing I could keep this clarity a bit longer. Back in the park, a food truck is standing under the trees, serving people who are simply hungry now. It is such a direct relationship with the moment, need and response. I admire that simplicity. Then I can see a football field. They run, they shout, they celebrate small victories that will probably be forgotten tomorrow. And still, they're real. I try to remember when was the last time I did something joyful without knowing it might be the last time I would ever do it. When was the last time I played football? Because that is how ending happened. Quietly. There is no voice telling us, pay attention, these will disappear. Like butterflies. We know why they vanish. Pollution, pesticides, climate change. Thousands of small decisions that look acceptable at the time. A reasonable price for progress. Until suddenly, they're not there anymore. And we ask ourselves when it happened. I keep walking towards the NS building, thinking about that invisible cost of not noticing. I enter the building and I already feel good. This place is linked to something very simple in life. I come here, I eat my tonkatsu, and from the window I can look at my favorite building. It's a small ceremony. I step into the elevator. As we rise, I feel lighter. I like height because it gives perspective. It reminds me I am small in a very big system. But today, another thought comes. While my head is busy understanding who I was and who I still have time to become, how much of what is happening right now passes in front of me without landing? Maybe the present is not absent. Maybe I am. I walk to the restaurant convinced that life will offer me many more opportunities to be attentive, to be kind, to be brave. I sit down. Everything is familiar here. The sounds, the movement, the comfort of routine. Through the window, the tower. I breathe and I feel grateful to have places that receive me again and again. I feel safe inside repetition. But after a while, a woman falls. The sound cuts the room. I feel the impulse immediately. Stand up, ask if she's okay. But I freeze. My mind starts moving too fast. What if she answers? What if I do not understand? What should I do next? The people at the table remain still. She gets up by herself. No help. War continues. But inside me, something does not continue. Something stays there, suspended. And I tell myself, I will remember this. I leave the restaurant with that feeling in my chest. I am already thinking about how next time I will react differently. But now I am in the future, editing this video, and I know something the man walking to the elevator cannot know. The restaurant has closed. There is no next time. I will never sit there again, never eat that tonkatsu with a view of my favorite building, never have the chance to ask her if she was alright. Some doors close without ceremony, like species disappearing, like butterflies. We always think we will notice before it is too late, but the reality is we rarely do. I walk toward the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, trying to understand what it means to leave. Between a past that demands explanation and a future that demands urgency. Maybe the present is the only place where life actually happens. And maybe it is also the place we visit the least. I reach the top. The city expands in every direction. Millions of moments appearing and vanishing at the same speed. From here I feel small, but small is enough to pay attention. Small is enough to move when someone falls. I breathe. I'm here. And I want, at least this time, to arrive before things disappear.